Family history researchers, are you looking for that one document that will prove the answers that you are looking for? Guess what? That one document may not exist. Guess what? We do have a speaker. LaBrenda Garrett-Nelson is here to help you. She uses indirect evidence to identify enslaved parents. So let's hear from LaBrenda. She's a lawyer and a certified genealogist, so she most definitely knows about evidence. How are you today, LaBrenda?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So what will you be presenting at the Family History Sampler on May 20th?
I will focus on correlating evidence, how you utilize evidence that you find, and I'll do that in the context of a case study involving the identification of enslaved parents.
And so, LaBrenda, you've been doing this for a while, but what was the first document that you found documenting enslaved people?
Well, in the course of researching my African American Garrett family, I found a document that corroborated a bit of our oral history. We knew or had been told that we had an ancestor who had purchased his freedom and the freedom of his wife and girl children. And I found a document in an estate file that showed that this person had indeed purchased a woman with two girl children, and a woman by the same name showed up in his 1850 US Census record. So that was a very exciting find that spurred me on to find more evidence of the validity of our oral history.
And so, what makes researching enslaved people so difficult?
You know, there are other communities, particularly immigrant communities, that may have similar issues of the lack of direct evidence, the lack of records. But when researching enslaved ancestors, we are also up against the fact that enslaved people were not always recorded with given names, were rarely recorded with surnames, and the law criminalized teaching enslaved people to read and write, so they rarely had the ability to record their own histories. The enslaved family groups were not respected and might not ever show up in the same records of the same enslaver. So all of those factors make for a challenging research area because you're unlikely to find direct evidence.
And so that makes this talk that you're giving that much more important. So, what do you hope that people will be able to do after they attend your session?
Well, whether someone is researching enslaved ancestors or researching in some other community or ethnicity, I hope that they take away the importance of analyzing the available facts to support genealogical conclusions, because genealogy standards have universal application. And my case study happens to involve African Americans, but I hope to share some pointers that will be useful to anyone researching in a challenging case.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, LaBrenda. Please register now to join us at the Family History Sampler at the beautiful Historical Society of Pennsylvania on May 20th. This is a hybrid event. You can join in person, which we hope you'll do, or hybrid, which are, from home. See you then. Thank you.